In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what link building techniques work today. But here's what I'm going to do differently. Most of the time in videos like these, you'll get a list of basic link building strategies. Guest posting, broken link building, skyscraper outreach. But I'll straight up tell you right now, the vanilla basic ass versions of these link building techniques do not work anymore. Techniques like guest posting still work, but they need to be upgraded to be effective in today's SEO environment. My name is Matt Diggity and I build links for a living, literally. The techniques I'm about to show you have helped me land links like these from the New York Times, DR94 website, Forbes, also a DR94, and Inc., a measly DR92. Most SEO content creators will tell you how things work at a high level. What is a guest post? It's when you reach out to a website you want to link on, offer to write free content for them in exchange for a link in that content. Here's an example of a guest post pitch I received in my inbox not too long ago. But I have a feeling that people who teach basic ass stuff like this don't actually do link building. Vanilla link building approaches don't work. You get thousands of emails a day with boring link requests like these, don't you? In order to be effective, you need to stand out. You need to be different. You need to be better. Simply asking someone to link to you because their audience might find your content valuable works great. Said no one ever. In this video, I'm going to show you which link building techniques work the best today, how to execute them step by step, including the email scripts that you can copy to get great results. These are techniques I typically save for my students at the Affiliate Lab or ones that we use for getting links for our clients at Authority Builders, but today I'm opening things up for you. Now make sure to stick around to the end because the last technique is one of my favorites. Now before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, the YouTube like button. The like button sponsored this video with the mere hopes of getting smashed by fine folks like yourself. But in all seriousness, if you like content like this and want to help out my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you smash the like button. The first SEO technique that I want to fix for you is guest posting. You know what it is already. It's when you offer to write content for someone for a link in exchange. And you already know that this sad piece of shit of an email doesn't convert at all. The reasons why this doesn't work are totally clear. First, it's not unique. 99% of all guest post pitches look like this. Second, why would I let this person that I don't even know write for my site? I'm more likely just to link to them than to have to worry about their crap content on my site and have to edit it. So here's what you do instead. You're going to find sites with outdated content that needs to get updated, and you're going to offer to fix it for them. Let's say you wanted to get a link from Shopify, a tasty DR92 treat of a website. Google site:shopify.com in title 2020 to bring up a list of articles on Shopify that have 2020 in the title, meaning that they're probably not up to date. Here we find this best markdown editors of 2020 article. Let's open it up. This article is out of date AF. Some of these editors don't even exist anymore. So here's what you do next. Figure out the right contact email address at Shopify with a tool like Hunter.io, which gives you 25 free requests per month. Then send them a template like this. Hey Bob, I was just reading your best markdown editors of 2020 article and saw that it's become out of date. A couple of the tools you're recommending are end of life, and some of the features of others have expired. I'm well versed in markdown editors. How about I write this article for you for free and get you all sorted out for this year? I've done this before for insert website name here with insert article name here. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. A template like this works because you just saved someone's ass from referencing content that isn't true anymore. Plus, they probably need to get this rewritten anyways. Now just sneak in your link and you're good to go. I actually covered 2 more outside the box guest post angles in another video. I've left a link in the description, so make sure to check it out after you finish this video. The next link building technique that still works today but definitely needs a revamp is responsive editorial link building with HARO. What is HARO? HARO stands for Help a Reporter Out. It's a platform that allows journalists to request quotes from experts to use in their articles. Let's say that a journalist is publishing an article on AmericanExpress.com on millennial entrepreneurship and wants a quote from an actual millennial on how they got started in business. Well, here's where you step in and tell them about this awesome guy, Matt Diggity, who got you turned on to this super cool thing called SEO. Kidding. But let's say they use your quote. When they quote you, they'll link back to your website. The main issue with HARO is that any link building technique that gets this good of links and is free is going to get flooded with bazillions of SEOs trying to tap into that sweet free link juice. When that opportunity to get an MX link comes up, literally thousands of quotes roll in. Because of this, HARO is a grind. Sure, it's free, but you'll trade your time and a lot of it because you'll just get drowned out most of the time. You're lucky if you even see a 5% success rate. Here's what you're going to do instead that literally flips the script. To do this, you'll need 2 websites in the same niche. We're going to set up a 3-way link exchange. You're instead going to take the role of a journalist looking for expert quotes on your site. You do this at HARO's Submit Query page. Let's say you have an affiliate site promoting golf equipment. You're going to write an article on the best places to golf in the United States for beginners. And you're going to have HARO help you get expert quotes from golfers on their favorite beginner courses. You're going to get a bunch of quotes, tons of them, from people that are looking for links to their golf sites. But here's what you're going to reply instead. Hey Bobby, thanks for your submitted quote. We're unfortunately full on quotes for this article, but if you could link to Insertion Insert Golf Site 1 from your site, I can sneak you into this article for Insert Golf Site 2. Let me know. This is diabolically sneaky because it converts crazy as hell. If Bob doesn't give you this link, then he knows he just wasted his time crafting a quote. To him, there's nothing to lose and a link to gain. I first heard about this technique when I was judging WPX Hosting's Best Affiliate Tip contest. I made a video summarizing the amazing entries from that contest, so make sure to check it out after this video. By the way, I'd like to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of this video, and that's Ahrefs. Ahrefs is an all-in-one SEO tool that many search engine optimization professionals, including myself, use to get their job done. It really does do more things than I can count, but for me particularly, I use it for site audits, which help me evaluate the technical SEO health of my website so Google will love them. Competitor research, in particular reverse engineering the keyword research and backlink strategies of my competition. And Content Explorer, which helps me figure out high search volume, low competition topics to write about. This kind of data is absolutely critical for doing SEO these days, and it's nearly impossible to get by yourself. And best of all, just because you hit the like button, Ahrefs is offering a free version called Ahrefs Webmaster Tools, or AWT. Just go to ahrefs.com/AWT to check it out today. Now back to the video. The next technique I'm going to show you how to beast mode is link insertions. A link insertion is when you ask someone to update an existing article with a link to your article. Here's an example of a link insertion request fresh from my inbox. You link to one of our competitors. Cool story. Why does it matter to me? We're trying to build a bunch of backlinks. Again, cool. So am I. What's new? It would really help us if you placed a link to us. What? Sorry. Threw up in my mouth a bit. The reason this doesn't work is because it's all about them. They're so focused on their own link that they forget that it's me they're asking a favor from. So how can we make this work? When we pitch, how can we make it about them and not us? Money talks. Note that this technique requires you to spend a bit of money, but let me tell you, it converts like crazy. Here's what you're gonna do. Write a typical pitch for a guest post. The reason you're mentioning guest posts is because everyone knows what that is. Not many people know what link insertions are. In the first line, ask how much the price is. This is what's gonna get people's attention. As soon as you mention money, your response rate skyrockets. As soon as they reply, no matter what their price is, say that it's too expensive. Ask them if they could do a quick link insertion instead for half the price. They'll do it because they've already spent time responding, and they realize that updating content with a link takes 1% of the time compared to reviewing and editing guest post content. If you want a script, check out the Affiliate Lab. To be honest and clear, most of the time I save the best nuggets for Affiliate Lab members. This is just a taste. The next link building technique that still works extremely well, but literally everyone is doing wrong, is broken link building. And yes, I'll repeat that it still works very well. Broken link building is when you identify when a site links out to another URL, but the URL they're linking to is dead. Maybe the other website deleted that post, or the website is completely shut down itself. Either way, the link is broken and that's bad for SEO. So typically you see a pitch like this. Hey, Boberto, in your article you're linking out to insert broken URL, which no longer exists. I recently wrote an updated current year version of that article here, insert year URL. If you'd like to update your broken link, we'd really appreciate it if you considered our article instead. You know what's wrong with this pitch? Absolutely nothing at all. It's perfectly fine. The problem is that people don't care about their old articles they wrote in 2018. They wrote it ages ago and they could give two shits on whether its links are perfect or not. But if they recently wrote an article and it's incorrect, they'll actually care. Here's how you find broken link opportunities on recent articles with Ahrefs. Find a big site in your niche that has a lot of links going to it. So for me, let's use Backlinko. Plug them into Site Explorer and search best by links. Then set up the HTTP filter to 404, not found. This will bring up a list of articles that don't exist anymore, ordered by how many domains linked to them. This Prevent Google Penalties article at the top has 32 domains linking to it. Clicking on that number, you get a list of all those referring domains, but if you order by first seen, you get the most recent articles first. These are your target sites. I got this tip from Brian Dean, who I interviewed on this channel. Make sure to check it out after you finish this video. Next, we have unlinked brand mentions. This still works very well in this day and age if you do it the right way. An unlinked brand mention is when someone references your name on your brand, but they just don't link to you. Like this guy here who only ranked me 18 on this list of best SEO blogs. Terrible, I know. So at this point, you expect me to write an email to him saying, bro, you used my name, please link to my site. But the reason this doesn't work is because if they would have linked to you, they would have done it in the first place. So again, we're gonna flip the script. Hold my beer, please. I'm gonna have my VA create a complete list of someone else's unlinked brand mentions, someone I want to link from. Then I'm gonna deliver this to them as a favor and ask if they could do me a favor back. After all, I did all this work for someone, it would only be polite. Here's how to get a quick list of unlinked brand mentions. Go to Ahrefs Content Explorer, type in the brand name here at the top, then minus the URL. Then highlight unlinked domains. Now down below you'll have a list of sites that mention HubSpot but don't link to them. Now send HubSpot this script. Hey Baba the Hutt, being a fan of HubSpot and the SEO you do over there, I wanted to do you a solid. I created this list of unlinked brand mentions of where people use your quotes, expertise, and research but didn't give you credit via the link. I hope this helps. If you could do me a quick solid back, I could use a link to my site. This script converts super nice. Almost as nice as you smashing the like button and subscribing for more videos just like this one.